have Rav Bina and Rabbanit Bina heard about ChatGPT? Right, neither have I. But there's something called ChatGPT. What it is artificial intelligence.
Oh, right.
I don't know how they say that in Hebrew. AI.
Right.
In Hebrew, Aleph Yud.
Right.
No, I don't know how do they say
AI.
Chokhmah Melachutit.
Right.
Bina melachutit.
Bina. Bina.
Coincidence?
Yes.
Okay.
Now we would
Bina
need to do
Melachutit, artificial intelligence. So here we have Bina Amiti, but there's also something called Bina Melachutit. So what you can do is it spent years studying language and different things, and now you can ask it questions, and it can spit out crazy things, whatever it is. So Rav Beda asked ChatGPT questions, and it came up with interesting answers, and maybe we'd hear some comments in just a few words from Rav Bina and Rabbanit Bina about something. The first question that was asked to the ChatGPT Bina Melachoti was, please make a list of the biggest issues facing modern Orthodox Judaism, with each item written in a few words. So some of the ones that the computer spat out was assimilation, gender roles, technology, education, Zionism, some other ones, pluralism, halachic interpretation, intermarriage, and youth engagement, engaging the young people. So maybe if you could just throw the words to you both, and you can maybe say a few words about what you think about that, because there are some very big issues that this computer threw out. So assimilation. It's bolalut.
Look, it's happening, unfortunately, and that's why you need the yeshiva so much. The point of when you learn Torah and you get stronger, then you don't melt away. You don't become assimilated. That's the whole idea of, we're a strong Jew, and my husband says all the time to the boys, we are different. We aren't different. We're proud of who we are, Yisrael. I don't know, Aaron, do you have...
What does Bina say about assimilation?
Unfortunately, I think that the statistics are 70-80%. It's very high. Yeah, terrible. But much, much less so amongst people who learn Torah.
This year passed away Rabbi Eliach. He passed away at the age of over 90. He was the principal of Flatbush Yeshiva in the best time of Flatbush Yeshiva for many, many years. When he got older, I used to tell him, when you go to Beis Dishmala, don't forget for a second to say, as you start the idea about here in Israel, together with Rabbi Teitelbaum from Queens. And you will get welcome more, almost like the Rishonim. Because without you, America be different. This what today, we almost don't have, by the modern Orthodox, the kids would come to Israel. Girls, I don't know, but I'm talking about boys, mixed marriage, we have. One is too much. We have. But this what we don't have is only thanks to Rabbi Eliach and Rabbi Teitelbaum. That start in the 60s, Tochlit Yud Gimel. But I will say, mixed marriage is very, very scary. Very, very scary. But it's more scary what's going on in the east side of us. Normally, Melech today, as soon as his Yortzeit, he used to write, wrote. And this time, the biggest issue is what tzitzis. Many people think of tzitzis. Today, I will say the main issue is, you see it in the yeshivas, is our connection to Kodesh Baruch Hu through tefillah. It's very, very scary. Very, very scary. No question of assimilation and mixed marriage in Seattle is 90%. It's very scary. I just sat down today with one of the alumni for an hour. It was scary. Talking to somebody in his family as he's going out with a not Jewish girl. It's very scary. In Hebrew you said, En bayit she'en bo met, as one of the kids is not religious. En bayit does not mix marriages. I have a cousins, far away cousin, Malke has faraway cousins.
Not so far away.
It's scary. It's very scary. And this is what I said. I'm 75. We prepare the next generation.
Very serious for Purim.
Yeah, let's move later. Move later.
Too serious. Now, can I say something about Bina Melachutit?
Please, artificial intelligence.
In the 60s was a famous company, maybe there still exists, Panasonic. They said, we're going to build a brain. And they spent millions and millions and millions. They still didn't succeed. Will never be brain. Brain is only Kodesh Baruch Hu can create. You can similar, copy, shmapi, all kind of things what I don't understand nothing. Yes? We cannot. The end of the day, Mr. Google doesn't run the world. You have in Israel today, it is not what now talking. You have in Israel, in the yeshivish world, I would say, like I said about mixed marriage, one is too much. We have, I don't want to say the number, because people love to say about me, oh yeah, it's the Haredi. We have many yeshivishers, not many, I don't want to say numbers, and I know the numbers. As Google came their God, an official to go with jacket and hat, but they're not religious. It's a problem.
Okay, fine. Now we asked Rabbanit asked ChatGPT list some famous quotes of Rav Bina and Malke Bina. This is what they said.
Who said the Bina Melachutit?
Yeah, Bina Melachutit. They asked. It goes through the whole everything in the world, and they try to find out. So it says, okay, list of famous short quotes. 1 second. This is being put out of order. 1 second.
That's
You
one.
should have asked Winston Churchill.
1 second.
He has a lot of quotes.
He can do it for his video, for his yeshiva.
Here. Very good. Here's a quote, a list of quotes. Things that Rabbanit said. Marriage is like a deck of cards. In the beginning, all you need is 2 hearts and a diamond. By the end, you wish you had a club and a spade. Another one.
Never said anything
One
like
second,
that.
one
I said
second. This is what they
Never,
asked.
I
never
don't understand
played
the word.
But that's
cards
what
in
he's.
his
Wait, wait,
life.
wait, wait.
1 second.
I
One second.
understand
Never
the
played
words.
cards
One
in his
second.
life.
This is
Yeah.
what they said. ChatGPT. In a minute, there's a funny paragraph about it.
Okay.
It says, Robertson Malke Bina said, my husband thinks he's funny, but he's really just pun-ishing. Like he makes mischak million.
He went to Panovich Yeshiva.
Pun of it. Okay, good.
That's it.
Okay, good. My wife always tells me that I'm wrong, but don't worry, I'm used to being right. A whole bunch of quotes, right?
Oh yeah, telling my husband he's wrong, I have done a few times. Yes.
Maybe not
Only
only.
a few times.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, they asked this thing: are these actual quotes? And
I asked it. It didn't make sense.
he asked, are these actual quotes? And the thing said, no. Those quotes are not actual quotes from Rav Aharon Bina or Rabbanit Malke Bina. They are humorous statements created for entertainment purposes only. And then it said a very nice thing. It said over here,
So I asked her, I want to know, what did you actually say?
what did they actually say? So it said, Rav Aharon Bina said, there's no such thing as bad character traits, just misdirected ones. Right? Not bad midots, just the way you use your midot. Or happiness is a decision, not a condition. That's what he said.
Excuse me, you bring words what I don't know to
Right.
say it.
So it got
It translated.
But this was the nice bit. It says, what do they say about each other? It says, do you have any actual quotes from them saying what they do or do not like about each other? It said, I'm sorry, but I do not have actual quotes from Aharon Bina or Rabbanit Malke Bina where they express their dislike for each other. Both are known for their love and admiration for each other and for their commitment to building a strong and happy marriage. It's important to note that speaking negatively about one's spouse can be damaging. It's a very beautiful thing that it came out that they're famous for having respect for each other and building a happy marriage.
Okay, we
Well,
try.
so do the bottom of that. The
We've been
actual
working
quotes.
on
The
it.
nice
We've
ones.
been working on it for 53 years.
So
Yeah.
Here
the
are some
artificial
actual
intelligence knows that.
Right. This is what Rabbina said. Apparently, Rabbina said that my wife is my greatest support and my greatest inspiration. She makes me a better person.
Yes.
I am so grateful for my wife's wisdom and insight. She has a way of seeing things that I would never have thought of.
Yes.
My wife is the rock of our family. She keeps us all grounded and focused on what's really important.
Yes.
Okay,
Wow.
3 for
Oh,
3.
yeah.
Now Rabbanit Bina. My husband is the most loving and caring person I know. He always puts others first.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. I am constantly amazed by my husband's strength and perseverance. He never gives up, no matter how difficult the challenge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. My husband's faith and devotion inspire me every day. He is truly a tzaddik and a role model for all of us.
All right. Right.
Not
On
bad.
target.
It's right.
On target. Wow.
Okay, let's go back
Okay.
to the funny thing to see
Yeah.
if any of them could be what they said.
What?
I want to know where it got the other ones from.
Which ones? The list of interesting quotes that have been said about married life?
Yeah, go for that.
Okay.
That he may or may not have said.
Okay. Is it possible that Rabbanit said these words? Marriage is a sacred bond that requires constant effort and attention.
No, constant. He says you have to work on marriage every day, right? You
Okay.
always say that to the boys. Every day. I'm still 53 years married, and every day we have to work on our
I
marriage.
myself have heard Rabbanit say that.
Right.
You cannot
Right.
blink for a second.
Can't believe. Okay. A successful marriage is built on mutual respect and understanding.
Yeah, well, that everyone
That's
says
kind
that.
of, yes, I think that's only
It's kind of
Rabbanit said that. Okay.
cliche, right?
Okay, let's try and find something more unique that's not maybe more generic. Love is not just a feeling, it's a choice that we make every day in our marriage.
I don't know if it's a choice, but it's because you know you don't choose to love, you love. You know, I don't think you choose, but you express it. You have to express it every day, right? You have to express the love every day. And I think it's like we take our cue from Hashem, who gave us the example. Like even though He doesn't need our love, but we have a mitzvah v'yahavta to say every day to Hashem, v'ahavta et Hashem Elokecha. And the same way, right? The Rambam says also to Hashem, also just like to Hashem, also to your wife.
Right.
You have to tell your wife, your husband, every day that you love him. So I don't think it's a choice, but it's a choice to express it every day and to bring it out. What?
I will say what the Sforno said in a Sersa Dimpus. The reason as Kibbud Avoyim is on the right side about Benodom Lamokim, because if you don't have appreciation to your parents, you don't have anything. The same thing in marriage. You have every day to say, and especially after my big operation, I feel it more and more and more. 22 years ago, every second is a miracle. Every second is a miracle. And I can go to so many details about the issue, what is the miracle. I don't want to get involved in it. It's a miracle. In life, every second is a miracle. Every second is a matone.
A gift.
Every second is matone. And you have to remember to appreciate it. Like we have to pray 3 times a day. It's boring.
So one of the boys asked me, how do you get to appreciate it when you're going through difficult times, physical difficulties? How are you able to keep the positive attitude? But if things are going wrong, things aren't going the way I want them
But
to.
still appreciate it. Look on the good things. When I lost Moshe, we lost Moshe. It's no replacement. Without the Shiva, I'd be in a mental institute. I know what is my wife feeling. My feeling for sure. What kept me? Thank God I have a wife. She went through hells a few times. Yeah, operation here, operation here. I went few times hell. My granddaughter went through cancer. My grandson went through cancer. Ari went through terrorist attack, Dimach Shema B'zichro. And he's alive, we danced in his wedding.
Now he had a baby.
Just
We
got
had
a
our
baby.
first great grandchild.
Now we can announce officially as we're alte kackers. Yes. It's a miracle. Everything is a miracle. Who will put it like the doctor said in his Sheva Brochus, Ari Sheva Brochus. We invite him, beneficial invite him and said, don't thank me. Thank you what you believe. I don't believe in this. The doctor said. You cannot forget the good stuff. You cannot forget. And I will say what I said every time to Pnei Yoshua and Rosh Hashanah, as if Moshe Rabbeinu doesn't stand the way God ran the show. As if Moshe Rabbeinu doesn't stand. I'm the pusher. Let's the pusher. Don't try to understand. And what she said before, I believe you're born with Emunah B'Hashem. Like the Sfasema said, the Tanya said, the Rambam said. That you're born something in the heart with Emunah B'Hashem. Sometimes you have to find it. Like a Rav Uri Zohar used to tell me. When I used to ask him, talk about Emunah, he used to tell me, and put it, don't cut it. You have the Haredim problem, you don't have Emunah B'Hashem.
I have a question based on a quote. I'm going to ask Rabbanit Bina first question. Is there such a thing as free will?
Right. I know my husband doesn't believe in it. Because you don't have a free will to be born. You're born against your will. But I think once you're born, once you're past that, so my husband looks at it from that point of view. You were born as a Jew, you're a Jew, that's it, you're stuck with it. You don't have a free will. But I look at it a little differently. You still decide what path you're going to take in life. I think you do have, to a certain extent, you have a free will and you have to make choices. I don't know. My husband's
Can
not.
I say?
So Bina is very famous for
Right.
connecting the world of free will to the world of ice cream, which is
Yes.
not always a foregone conclusion.
Yes, excuse me. She's intellectual. I'm not intellectual. I'm reality person. It's no free will.
It's all.
You
So
say
how
it's
could
a
it
free
be?
will?
How could it be
He's
schreiber honest?
intellectual. Rav Chaim Rosenblatt.
Right.
I'm simple Jew.
But all women
There's no
have
free
free
will.
wills in the marriage, right?
No.
No?
40 יום קודם יציר הסבלנות, קדוש ברוך הוא said.
No, but I'm saying once they're in the marriage, they have the free will, what
She
to
can
do
kick
in the
him out
marriage.
forever.
What?
But he's also everything.
Okay, whatever.
inside
How is the reward and punishment if there's no free will?
This is what God wants.
But how can it be schar and onish? If I didn't choose, why am I getting schar?
Like children make. This Kodesh Baruch Hu make us. תקפצו לי.
Okay, we get a final porn message.
Right, now, maybe we can bring all the ideas together in a short Purim message. Who wants to go first? And I'm predicting now
Okay.
that the words kimu and kiblu, hajar kiblu b'me'ach is going to come up in it. I'm predicting
For
it.
sure.
Okay, so
I'm a
you
genius.
go,
I
Aaron.
think so. My main job, my shlichus in my life, shlichus is not Chabad word. Sfasem is full of the word shlichus. Avraham Avinu was in shlichus. My shlichus is education. Adar kiblo b'mei Achashverosh. I try to say it every time because koev alev to see the boys coming. No vasatir. And I'm talking politically correct. I can say much stronger.
Well, let's say it hasn't got better over the years.
No.
Is that?
No.
How are the guys now?
We have better guys, but the job is much harder.
Why?
Why? Corona, media, Rabbi Lukstein used to say, I remember I was shocked. I hate the phone,
The cell phone.
because doesn't disconnect you from America. I said, you're liberal, Rabbi Lukstein, I'm liberal also. It's no free time, everything is Coca-Cola time החיים. Publicity, how do you say פרסומת?
Publicity, yeah.
Everything is publicity. You cannot think a second. Coke is good or seltzer is good. Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola,
In your face all
Coca-Cola,
the time.
Coca-Cola.
Hadar kiblu b'me'ach Achashverosh.
No question.
That's what Bina's mission. Education is
This is what I try to do. This is what gets me up every morning.
how to connect people to the Torah.
Yes.
And I just wanted to say, I like the Chazal where they talk about comparing Purim to Yom Kippurim, right? Kippurim. And on Yom Kippur, I think it's in a sense you're not eating. You're supposed to be like the angels. You're davening all day in the kittel, and it's easy to get close to Hashem when you're talking to Hashem. You're in shul. You're davening. And confessing sins and this. That cleansing yourself, right? But how is Purim supposed to be like Yom Kippurim? And I think that's the challenge that we have in life, that when we're also having simcha, when we have simcha, hopefully the boys won't get too drunk, and also all you boys, the older boys, in what?
Not
Okay,
at all.
that are at home, you have to be careful because your happiness and your excitement, your enthusiasm has to be towards Hashem, has to be like Yom Kippur, it has to be like Yom Kippur and Purim. That you're able through the Suda, through the Mishloach Manot, through doing Chesed, through uplifting yourself to really connect to Hashem. And I think what's very beautiful, anyone who can come to the yeshiva for Yom Kippur at the end of the party. It's so beautiful, because what my husband does is like Yom Kippur. In the end, we say Shema Yisrael, we say Kabbalas Ol Malchus Shamayim, and the boys have been dancing and have been joyous, have been happy in the costumes. And at the end of that whole evening of happiness and celebration, what's the purpose? My husband puts on a kittel, like Yom Kippur, and he does Kabbalas Ol Malchus Shamayim. And I have such a high from that, because that way, when you're like in the middle of your simcha, you also can do Kabbalas Malchus Shamayim, like Yom Kippur, when you're fasting and you're davening all day.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
One more question, if I don't mind. Have you ever worn like particular Purim costumes, or just like, what do you ever put on for Purim? Anything fun?
I mentioned to the boys when I was in Mechlala, I was a pregnant nun.
Not in Michlala, when you're married.
Whatever, I think in Mechlala also.
Maybe
You didn't know
Michlala.
me. You didn't know me in
I didn't
Mechlala.
know you,
The story is that when you were pregnant with three,
Right.
you
It
dressed
could
as a
be,
nun.
whatever, but I think I had the idea already
A
from
pregnant
Mechlala.
nun.
Yes.
Oh, great.
I thought that was
Have
very
Bina
nice.
ever been in a costume? Like a theme?
He puts on the dress
No,
of
but have Bina
kippah.
ever did it like in the past?
No.
He puts on a kippah like.
Malke is out of the box, not me, I'm reality.
Yeah, you're right in the box, perfect square. You're just a square peg.
I'm out in the box in my own way.
Yeah.
I'm liberal. The parents not liberal.
Okay.
What is liberal?
It's
It's
Let your
okay,
son,
we were able to edit.
let your son to do whatever he wants to do because it's good for him.
Yeah. The therapy, make a person feel better, no matter what. Whatever makes them feel better.
Is there Bina putting anything on this year? Like a funny hat or something?
I didn't think about this.
You don't plan it in advance,
I
you just
usually
go.
have the grow. I have a remedy with the grow. But I want all these.
Gra.
And what about someone who wants to put on like a Santa Claus thing? Is that too much? Asking for a friend.
I once came as Yeshka Pundrik, with the cross on
I'm
my
not saying if
back.
you can go as a pregnant nun.
Yeah.
That's really like.
Aloha you ask. I don't know. One of the boys asked me. I'm not sure.
I thought because my father says making chayzik. It's like making fun.
Right.
Like you're taking a semel of.
Yeah, but you can't go with the
No, not the cross. No, just like with the
I had the cross
red
on a
Becker
slant,
shirt.
it wasn't an actual.
The red Becker
After
shirt.
Moishi passed away, I try not to play sick many alochas. Because I don't feel I'm in the same place.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Rabbanit. Wishing everyone a Purim Sameach.
Put about Bchira Chofshit.
That'll be it.
Free one,
That'll be
yeah,
it.
that's good, that's
That'll be
good.
it.
All right.
Well, but if we do put it in, then it means that we were always going to put it in. We're not going to choose to put it in. If
I
it doesn't
don't
go
care what
in,
to put in.
if it doesn't go in, then we didn't choose for
I'm
it
not,
to go in.
I
There's no
don't watch it
bechira.
anyway.
There's no bechira. So if it goes in, it goes in. If it doesn't go in, it doesn't go in. We have to see what happens.
No Bchira.
All right. On
Anyway,
behalf of
Purim Sameach to everybody.